Alright, so I'm not going to be playing this, but I am going to make this quick 5 minute video. If it's not 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but about 5 minutes. Because I have not finished prestiging all the characters. Even on private, they're all to level, other than Drone Master, they're all to level 5. So everyone is prestige except Vanguard and Drone Master. And why they're not Prestige, Vanguard, Drone Master is simply a developer thing. The developers, after seeing, but prior to the release of the Rome update, people were prestiging up fast. They decided to make it ridiculously long for you to get credits. I took an entire week just to play this game alone. No Resident Evil 4, no Dead Island 2, no Warframe, no game. For an entire week, spending anywhere from 5 hours to more every day trying to prestige up 3 of the new classes, which was Drone Master, actually 2 of the new classes, which was Drone Master and Vanguard. And then, of course, Gunslinger was not level up. It was around 1 simply because I never did that from that last update, so it was technically 3. So let's say, for instance, that Gunslinger was fully maxed out, and you want to only have 2 of these. 2 of these shouldn't take you an entire week. 2 of these should take you only a couple of days. But that's not the case. Because of they fix certain things with regards to how many credits you can get, it will take you incredibly long. Here's an example. I'll show it. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to prestige Exterminator again. So I'm going to start from the beginning again with Exterminator. It says insufficient for, oh, okay, so I can't do it anyway. Alright, but what I'm trying to say is this. Okay, so let's say your standard unlocks would be the ones in red. At the beginning, you're always given 150. You can make that easy. By the time you get to the next couple of reds, the ones in this second set are 250. And by the time you get to the next ones, everything else is 500. Doesn't seem to be too much of a big deal moving forward. Now, if you play the game on extreme mode, and set it to extreme mode, and then you pick Marcel, and you pick Missile Command, you could get 640 even if you failed the mission completely. If you just pass a checkpoint towards a bunker area, and you would get 640 credits even if you don't get the additional other resources as well. So based on that, you'll be able to get 640 to get past this point fairly easy. So 640, all of these is 150. All of these is 150. So you'll be able to unlock at least 4 of these by running that location for Marcel, at least anywhere from 6 minutes to about 10 minutes. And you could lock maybe 4 or 5 of these, so 6 minutes to about 10 minutes at Marcel. I would say about 4 or 5 of these. So within 10 minutes, you unlock 4 of them, 4 or 5 of them. And then the same thing, within the next 10 minutes, you unlock 4 or 5 of them. So within about a total of 20 minutes, you unlock this first area. And then you could do the same thing for here, but it will take you just probably about 5 minutes longer because it's about 15 minutes longer because 250 ends here and 350 starts here. So what would take you about a total of 10 minutes to unlock this area would take you about a total of 15 minutes if you're doing it fast or running fast, 15 minutes here. And what would take you 15 minutes here for these 500 ones all the way here, and these other ones would take you double that time. So it would take you about 30 minutes to get all 500 of these. So even you get 600 for here, 600 for here, 600 for here. So that's 3, 3, 3. So that's 6 minutes, 12 minutes, and then you keep multiplying them. 6 minutes, 12 minutes, so that's 24 minutes, and then the last ones will get you about 30 minutes. So this last section is 30 minutes. So that's 30, that's 45, and that's 45, and that's 55. So basically within an hour you can unlock prestige level 1, and within 2 hours you can unlock prestige level 2, and within 3 hours you can unlock prestige level 4, and within 5 hours you can unlock prestige level 5. So a total of 5 hours is dedicated towards unlocking just the prestige of this character. But that's not it. Within 6 hours, you don't just level unlock the prestige. You then have to make sure you unlock every single one of these to their full after you get the prestige. So 5 hours, basically prestige 5 means 5 hours bare minimum. But then afterwards, you have to go through it again to make sure they're all unlocked. So just to unlock the prestige level 5 is 5 hours, and then another hour for everything to have everything. So that's 6 hours. So think about it. You have to spend 6 hours within one sitting just to unlock one character full. You can't do that in one day unless your whole life is dedicated towards gaming. You could maybe do that within 4 hours per day, so within 2 days you could get that done. And within the second 2 days you could unlock Drone Master and get that done. And within the next days, since the last one was Gunslinger, you could get that done. So technically, I should have been finished with all of these classes, but here's the thing. The game won't tell you exactly where to spend your points and where to separate your points. What the game will do is, once you go here, it would show that you have credits to unlock this, and just to unlock certain weapons and to get perks for weapons so you can kill zombies faster, it then requires 2,000 credits. So if you're mistakenly putting your points into your credits, that's taking away from your time to put your points into your characters. So the people who made this game made it so that you have to, your time that you spend towards unlocking perks and time that you have to spend towards unlocking weapons, it's anywhere from 6 hours for one character, and probably for all the weapons that come with that character another 6 hours. So within 1 week you'll probably just be able to unlock 3 characters in full, get them all up to 3 or 4 characters in full, get them all up to level 5, and to make them all unlock every single perk just for 4, an entire week. But then you have to take another week for all the weapons that come with those characters to unlock. So it's a bitch because there are tons of these things. So it would take you about a full month to unlock both 1, 2, 3, just 3, and all the weapons that come with 3, just a month for just 3. So it would take you more than a few months. It will take you probably about a total of anywhere from 4, 5, or 6 months for every single one of these characters to be unlocked and every single weapon perks to be unlocked. I don't know about you, but I don't have time for that shit. And that's one of the reasons I'm putting this game in hiatus. Another reason I'm putting this game in hiatus is because every goddamn 2 hours this game crashes. Not soft crash, I'm talking hard crash. I mean, if you're in a mission, it kicks you from the mission and it shuts the game off completely, just putting you back into your main PlayStation screen as if the game is not working at all. It says boom. Typically when you lose your connection to the internet, it sets you back to your HUD, and you're in your HUD with your menu screen, but the game is still on. But in this game, if you lose internet connections, you're still back in your HUD. But that's one thing that happens in this game. That's another issue. The next thing that happens in this game is it has hard crashes and soft crashes, and hard crashes kicks you out of the game completely and turns the game off, and you're now back into your regular PlayStation screen. And then PlayStation has a message saying error pops up in this game. You could send this to the PlayStation Network and they'll look into it. So from the PlayStation 4, when this game was released from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, it's still having those crashes every 2 hours. So if you're playing this game for more than 4 hours, you're going to have at least 2 to 3 crashes within a 6 hour period. Easy 2 to 3 crashes. I had in my one every 1 hour and 35 minutes or 30 minutes a crash, a hard crash, not a soft one, where I have to turn the game back on after I send an issue to PlayStation and tell them, listen, something is wrong with this game. There's nothing wrong with the system. Something is wrong with this game. All right. This game works good with Horizon. This game works good with Doom Eternal. This game works good with Warframe. This game works good with free-to-play games, as well as it works good with other games as well. This is the only game that I've known that I've played that has hard crashes. There are other games when I lose my internet connection, I'm still in the game, or games like Warframe, when I play the game, there's lag in the game, and you have to wait for the game for it to queue out, and then you have to restart it all over again. So whatever that issue is, PlayStation has to solve it, because I'm tired of getting into a mission almost to the end of victory, about to see the victory. It says victory, you've won, and then boom, the crash happens at the moment of the victory, closes out, and acts like you've never succeeded at your mission. Or halfway into the campaign, when you're about past the halfway point, it crashes. So if you're in a 10-minute campaign mission, you have lost that entire 10 minutes right before you get towards the end. If you're at 5-minute section within an entire campaign, because you could run to a checkpoint, and by the time you get to a checkpoint, the checkpoint and the campaign are two different things. You'll still be playing. By the time you reach towards the end of the campaign, however, the crash happens. Or if you're lucky, the crash doesn't happen, but the next time you go for a run the second time, the crash also doesn't happen. But the next time you go for a run the third time, then the crash happens, because the crash happens every 1 hour and 30 minutes. So you could get at least 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 runs. Actually, now that I think about it, I get through at least 5 or 6 runs before the crash happens. And if I do a mission that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah, or 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah, not even 1 hour and 30. 1 hour and there's a crash. 1 hour and there's a crash. I'm tired of this. I am not playing this game. This game is a good zombie game for killing enemies. This game is very fun. This game is very intensive. This game makes you use critical thinking, but this game is broken and it has not been fixed. And it's not like Horizon Burning Shores not working. The fix that they made for Horizon is that you could download the free Horizon if you purchased prior Horizon Forbidden West before from PlayStation, and the fix comes with the Burning Shores DLC, so you don't have to worry about that. This, however, is still happening since PlayStation 4 days. They have yet to fix this issue. I'm not dealing with doing any more campaigns where I have to be kicked out of my game anymore. I'm putting this game in hiatus, period. And I'm going back into today, after this, Resident Evil 4. No more World War Z. I don't care how fun it is. I'm not prestiging jack shit anymore. This game, I'm done with it. Too many hard crashes. Too many. At least 2 or 3 hard crashes in a day. At least 2 or 3. And that's per every day. Before end of a month, I don't know if I add them all up together. But I'm not doing this anymore. So I'm just making this video. Stay away from this game. You're going to have to deal with hard crashes when you're in missions. And that'll screw you up, especially if you're about to become victorious at something. It's not a terrible game, but it's a game that you will experience hard crashes. And sometimes you won't even have your weapon in your hands due to a bug that removes a weapon from your hands. That rarely happens, but it happened to me at least twice within a 6-hour period. So whatever their budget bugs are, or whatever the patches they need to patch up, or whatever the issue is, the skeleton crew they left to fix this game, they have to get a better skeleton crew, because those guys obviously don't know how to fix that issue, because it's been going on since PlayStation 4 and it's still going on now. They have to do something about it if they're planning on to continue to make money off this product and going to make a new update. If they ever come out with a new update this year, whenever they come out with a new update this year, they have to fix that bugs, that's crash. And I know it's not a PlayStation 5 issue, because the crashes were happening in PlayStation 4 as well. So I know it's not the PlayStation. It's either the company PlayStation that can't adapt the code towards whatever they're trying to do when you download the game and play the game on PlayStation using the PlayStation Network. So the PlayStation Network could be the issue why the game is dropping, or their game is failing simply based on their coding. That's all there is. I'm not exploring this playing this anymore. I'm done. I'm done with World War Z. I don't hate the game, but I don't think it deserves to be the high rated game that people have given it. And I don't mean high rating. This game doesn't have a high rating. This game has a low rating. Anything in the six, don't consider it to be high rated anyway. If you're in the six, you're about average. But I'm giving this game simply because they have hard crashes and multiple hard crashes. I'm giving this game a 5.8, 5.9. The most I could give this game is a 5.9. I'm not putting this in the six because people put Zombie Army 4 in the 6, 7 category. This doesn't even deserve to be in the same category as Zombie Army 4, simply because Zombie Army 4 doesn't have hard crashes. That one thing, which is a big ass thing, is the reason why this game is in the 5 category. So stay away from this game, please, until they fixed it. But you could do whatever the hell you want. I'm not the person that decides what people do in their lives. I'm just making a recommendation. Don't waste your money if you don't have to, but if you want to, go right ahead. Be all you could be.